So yesterday I did a video about the Hazbin Hotel Season 2 leak situation. Since my last upload, things have gotten a lot worse, which I'll discuss in this one. Just like previously, this video will be completely leak and spoiler free, but I'll talk about what's going on currently, what it means for the show going forward, and some of my personal thoughts as well. So I really recommend watching my first video if you haven't already, but I'll give a brief summary. Yesterday a lot of content was leaked about Season 2 of Hazbin Hotel, including songs, character sheets, storyboards, and huge plot points. There was stuff from multiple episodes spanning across the entire season, so if you encountered any of these leaks, it would completely ruin your experience. To make matters worse, a lot of fans shared these around thinking they were well-made fan videos, so you'd open TikTok or YouTube on your phone and then get immediately jump scared by a huge spoiler. Since then, a lot has happened. So as I mentioned yesterday, a lot of the leaks seem to have originated from a Russian hacker, who I won't name obviously so that they don't get any publicity. But after the huge dump, they began advertising that they were selling episodes 6 and 8 of the show. A lot of people, including myself, thought this was a bluff. However, today the hacker went ahead and leaked episode 2 of the show in its entirety. This is pretty clearly the worst leak yet. With previous leaks in season 1, the first 2 episodes were leaked maybe 2 days early, so all this really did was screw over fans who paid for the deluxe pre-order early access. However, with this leak, this means that an entire episode of the show has now been put out there a year before it's meant to debut. The thing is now that if the hacker has access to episode 2, then it likely means they weren't bluffing and do in fact have the entire season somehow. There were some rumours going around that the hacker was being sued, and as far as I'm aware that's false. The hacker lives in Russia and it's incredibly difficult for Western countries to set any sort of repercussions. Like I said a bit earlier, when the season 1 leaks happened, there were virtually no repercussions for the people who leaked it, except for their videos being taken down, and unfortunately I feel like the same thing will happen again here. The game theory going around at the minute is that one of the outsourcing companies that work is handed out to was breached, which is how all of this was obtained. Obviously this is just alleged, but it makes the most sense since no industry worker will put their livelihood on the line just to leak stuff like this. Since the people leaking it are trying to sell off the episodes, I have a feeling that at a certain point they'll either drop all the episodes at once as a huge bombshell, or someone who bought the episodes will leak them. Either way, this is an insane situation and it's got pretty dire consequences for the show and its fandom going forward. So on that topic, what exactly does this mean? Well, firstly, fans are getting spoiled left and right. Spoilers of huge plot points are all over everyone's feeds at the minute. As soon as one of these videos get taken down, 3 more pop up in their place. The second thing is that these leaks are being used to make fun of the show or its fanbase. I won't go into detail on this obviously to avoid spoiling anything, but I've seen a couple of tweets with thousands of likes dunking on season 2, which is completely unfair considering it's not out yet. Artists have started doing fan art of some content from season 2, which is pretty shitty considering people are getting spoiled. Since these leaks, I've noticed a bunch of people going back to old posts and spoiling things. For example, I saw a Reddit comment from someone saying a specific theory was incorrect, and then they gave the real answer. This person obviously wasn't a time traveler, they clearly just saw the leaks and then went on to theory posts to spoil it for everyone else. It's really disheartening because part of the fun with Hazbin is all of the fun theories and world building. As far-fetched as a lot of the theories are, the enjoyment comes from discussing them. A lot of times the actual answer doesn't really matter, it's the memories along the way that are more important. Leaks just completely ruin that. I think from now until season 2 releases, the discourse surrounding it is tainted. All the theories are going to go out the window since people know what the answer is. It's hard to discuss future plot points if someone is just going to come in and spoil everyone. If you stumble across these leaks, it ruins it and you can't look at these theories the same way ever again. A lot of fans have been discussing whether or not season 2 will be cancelled or rewritten. Personally, I don't think so. It would be too costly to redo everything from scratch, and even if that happens, another leak could occur and we'd be back to square one. What'll likely happen is that the leaks will continue that cycle of popping up and getting taken down, and hopefully the companies get better security to try and prevent these leaks from happening again. As for what fans can do, it's tough. I think muting hashtags is still a good idea, but at this point the leaks have permeated through the fanbase to the point where most theories are totally ruined now. If you can manage to survive until season 2 without getting spoiled, I think you deserve a medal. So that's everything so far. Overall, I think it's an awful situation and not the type of news I expected that I'd be covering this week. If anything more significant happens, I'll do another video, but we'll just have to wait and see. If you have any thoughts on what's happened, I'd love for you to leave them in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.
Quest success, but my life was a mess. Poor Kenny West, no zest, ain't he depressed? Not dressed to impress, matter of fact more stress than John Mayer waiting on his ace test. Then I met a man who taught me how to live large, took me out of my car, now I'm in his garage. Turns out